So I have to tell you, once I push the live button, I don't have any going back. I'm live. So this is it. And I just want to tell you that the last one you saw, I forgot I had my mute on, so you couldn't hear a damn thing I was saying. You couldn't hear my music, nothing. Anyway, this is Friday, putting out the trash because I missed Thursday. I'm on the road traveling, so it makes it kind of tough to figure out how to do this, but I wanted to at least check in with everybody because this has been quite a busy week and there's a lot of trash out there to be put on the curb. So anyway, further ado, we'll start the music in a moment as soon as I can get to my other window. Get to the window, and then I have to find my playlist. And this is a tribute to the passing away of our higher institutions. Not a surprise, but it's just become untenable and unbearable. I can't stand the fact that we have to put up with these little sociopath pre-adults who think that they have the world by the tail. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The first one I can't stop. It just starts to go. My internet is really bad. I apologize.
John Philip Sousa led the Marine Band.
I can't make them stop. It's at the hotel, you know, it's free internet. What can you expect? We're going to talk to the hand for a while. We're saluting to the passing away of higher institutions. Glad I didn't have to go to any of those places. So the music is brought to you by the President's own United States Marine Band. I think that's fine. I don't believe that the people who are in charge of copyright rules aren't going to follow through on all of that stuff. So we'll go back to moi That's me. Howdy. I'm still alive. Here, let's take this back. And I was looking for the prism, but that won't happen either. Okay, so let's get to the trash. Lot of trash. Lot of trash. I don't know if I can put it all on here. This is going to be a short one. I apologize for the last one. I forgot to hit the unmute button, so I'm yammering away and nobody hears a thing I'm saying. But that's kind of the world, isn't it? Don't we all just kind of yammer away and nobody hears us? Nobody listens because everybody's got their own agenda. They got to go here. They got to do this. They got to do that. Yeah. Anyway. Okay, so let me see if I can get the... well, actually, what I'm going to have to do is work on this a little bit. So I'm going to give you a different shot here. Enjoy the pictures. Don't go to sleep. Ah, there's Cinnamon, my little darling. My other fur baby. Yeah, I came to the conclusion that you really have to just talk about two conversations in this world today. One would be the weather. You can always talk about the weather. And then the other one is babies. Always talk about your babies. Babies can include anything from human babies to fur babies to just your garden, your plants, whatever. So enjoy the babies while I look for my trash pictures. I'm sharing a room with Thor, by the way, my hubby, and he, what can I say? He comes and goes. He's at a meeting. He gets CME credits for all this, so that's great. First of all, let me start with the Telegram. I have a Telegram account, so I encourage anybody who wants to join me, join my Telegram account. But I basically only are following 2 people. So I go by Dawn Janice. So you can look me up on the Telegram. New messages. I don't know. I'm getting there. Maybe. I give up. Let's try again. It's taking too long. Oh, nope. It looks like Dawn January. That's my father. But I have found a new twin brother. That's my twin brother. Oh, it's going really slow. Perhaps I have too much on here. Let me get rid of my emails. All right, there it is. I don't know if that's going to work, though. I don't... Okay. Promise I won't whine. It seems to be on there. It's good. Okay, so they finally got rid of the UCLA bunch, right? So you want to just see some of the garbage they left? These are the protesters, right? The usurpers, the occupiers. Oh, it won't work on there. All right, so all right, so I can't. Did you hear that noise? Got some footage of it, Penn State. But unfortunately, you can only share it on I think you can only share it on Telegram. Yeah, if I share a link, then it ends up just going to the channel. And then I can't share it through the, I have to figure something else out, I guess. All right, this is coming up. Okay, I think this is coming up. All right. Let's put them out to the trash, okay? All right. I don't know that this is going to show up. So let's see here. Nope, it doesn't show up off of the. Anyway, these are so-called protesters at Penn U. You know, by the way, did you know that Penn U and Columbia were both Jewish universities? Can you believe that? They were both Jewish universities. And now look at this. Anyway, I know young adults have this huge spike when they become total sociopaths. And until they get to be about 26 and they get their brains a little better off, frontal cortex is more developed, they can start thinking right. But unfortunately, they do all this damage before that happens. Anyway, okay. I have another way I can do this. So let's go back to the Octavia. There's Octavia from the 100 where she finds these amazing little butterflies. That's Hawaii. The amazing sunset. I mean, no. This is the moon. It's the moon. Okay. Let me find us another trash segment to take out. I think I have to go to Rumble for that, though. They need to just go to work. Forget this college business. Just send your kid to work, okay? Forget college anymore. It's a disaster. It's past. Get them jobs and let them work their way through whatever they got to work their way through, okay? I forget that guy's name. Something J? No. Hold on a minute. Okay, so what's my husband doing? He's watching. He's eating. They give the doctors lunch. I wanted to eat lunch with him yesterday, and they charged me $50 for some crappy tacos. I mean, you know, they were okay, but come on. They were kind of on the crappy side. For $50, and you don't even get, I don't know. Okay, here's the guy.
There's one simple tooth repair.
Awaken with JP. Actually, he's pretty funny. He's a comedian. I'm going to use some of his stuff here. But you're more than happy to watch it on Rumble. All you got to do is get an account. Alrighty. There's a good sign here. Yeah, so any minute now, Thor is probably going to come back into the scene of things. Share, embed. I can't seem to get it any smaller than that, so we'll go with this. And here's my hands. Oh. If I have. Oh, I did that already. All right, here we go. Stay tuned.
Cam and I went to Sable's and bought the same wristbands as the anti-Semites so that we could sneak into their camp and woo child the ghetto. First of all, they had gender-neutral buckets to urinate and poop in. The whole place smelled like musty terrorists and but the fact that they were forcing out conversation in journalists makes it clear that they don't have the answers to explain why they're there.
Let's take a look at some of these idiot protesters doing stupid things. Welcome back to the JP React channel, my beautiful freedom-loving friend, where we like to call out the lies of practicing corruption, tyrants, and Satan, shine the light of awareness on woke absurdities, and highlight the amazing work of other freedom fighters. Now, all the pro-Palestine campus protests going on all over the country, buildings being taken over, janitors being held hostage. Is that under the American right of freedom of speech, the right to protest? Well, the actual protesting, it is. But there's also some criminal activity happening. And also, straight up domestic terrorism. Let's tear down the American flag, put up a Palestine flag, because we're all white. So in this video, we're just going to focus on idiot protesters doing stupid things. Now, the gentleman you saw open up this video, we're going to take a look back at what else he had to say. He was at UCLA, and right now the footage you're seeing, he filmed of the pro-Palestine activists, all in wearing masks, I wonder why, pulling a journalist off the campus. We'll pick back up with him because he has some great precise takes on some of the stupidity he was seeing.
Ghetto. First of all, they had gender-neutral buckets to urinate and poop in. The whole place smelled like musty terrorists and
That's very inclusive. Like, these buckets, they're gender inclusive. Like, they're neutral. Like, anybody can poop poop in the same bucket that doesn't flush.
But the fact that they were forcing out conversation in journalists makes it clear that they don't have the answers to explain why they're there. And I was overhearing the most racist conversations about white people just in general. These people are literally BLM rebranded and more extreme.
Yep, Summer of Love, BLM rebranded, same thing, just a different cause that they're not actually concerned about. It's an election year. We need to do BLM too. By the way, it's also an election year, so you gotta wear masks. I keep pointing this out from different videos. Look at all these lunatic protesters. They're all wearing masks to conceal their identity because they don't feel proud of what they're doing, and they're doing criminal activity. They're not scared of COVID anymore.
Even overheard one girl say that my mom told me that I look like an Antifa member, and I told her that was the greatest compliment you've ever given me. These people don't realize how deeply on the wrong side of history they are, but everything in the dark comes to the light, and you can't hide the truth from me, anti-Semites, because I'll come over again and again.
Did you delete it?
I did. He didn't delete the footage. This next video you're going to think is a parody, but it's the actual pro-Palestine protesters and, just their list of demands. Here's the caption on Twitter. The campus occupiers, they occupy. That means they've taken over a building. That's domestic terrorism. That's not protesting. The campus occupiers at Harvard, our best and brightest, released a propaganda video showcasing the liberated zone. They made it worse. They didn't liberate anything. A true model for future communist utopia.
Welcome to the Harvard Liberated Zone and our Gaza Solidarity Encampment. This is our list of demands.
Let's look at those demands. Disclose any and all investments, both institutional and financial, in Israel, the ongoing genocide in Gaza, and the occupation of Palestine. Demands at the college. Again, all these people think their college administration has jurisdiction over Gaza. Y'all could end the war. That's why we're protesting, because you have jurisdiction across the world, don't you? Otherwise, this doesn't make any sense. Divest from all such investments and something reinvestment in resources in Palestine. Cool. Drop all charges against students for being criminals? No. Unless you have Soros-backed district attorneys in your city, which they probably do. Dude, prosecute these criminals. Drop all charges against students for their organizing and commit to ending the weaponization of disciplinary policy. The weaponization of disciplinary policy, man, they need more disciplinary policy. They let these hooligans get away with so much. Let's go on.
Inside of our encampment, we have various sections, such as our art build, such as our reading center.
For higher education in a tent.
And here we're basically trying to...
Dude, that's like the whole COVID, you can't do indoor dining, so we're going to do outdoor dining. We'll build new structures. We'll do indoor dining outside that'll still be inside. So these people, they're living with these huge libraries around them. They're like, no, we should do a library in a tent.
Lift the consciousness around Palestine.
I like the little baby Yoda doll. That definitely helped lift the consciousness around Palestine. By the way, place your bets in the comments below. This person, white person wearing, culturally appropriating, Middle Eastern culture with their scarf. Place your bets in the comments below. Is it a man trying to be a woman or a woman trying to be a man? It's hard to tell with the facial hair and the voice.
At our encampment, we also have numerous events.
No, they're using that voice app. They're voice
Anything
apping
with the word
over their
solidarity in it, that's a
voice,
pathway right to my
like they have on
101,
TikTok.
Explaining the importance and the significance of Dubke, of Palestinian food.
What's the importance of Palestinian food? It feeds people. Cool. Thank you for the lesson. Enlightening.
Palestinian identity and all of the various forms that it can assume. Over here, we also have our spiritual and prayer space at the encampment.
So, after you mercilessly beat Jewish people on the head with your weapons, come over here for the spiritual experience. We're going to pray. We're going to meditate.
Here's where we have held numerous congregational prayers for Muslims, as well as
I guarantee most people at those Muslim prayers weren't Muslim.
Passover gatherings for our Jewish comrades.
Oh, that's nice.
Since launching the Harvard Liberated Zone, we have actually expanded our tents to occupy 3 additional sections in Harvard.
By the way, while this person's speaking so nicely, you can zoom into the sign in the background that just says says something.
Our movement is really growing, and we will continue to be as visible as possible to make sure that Palestine is unavoidable and to ensure that our demands for disclosure, divestment, and dropping all charges against pro-Palestine students are met.
Dropping all charges against people committing criminal activity, that's interesting. If they weren't criminals, they wouldn't have charges against them. It's weird how leftism tries to outlaw criminality in the sense of like outlawing law, making crime legal. It's weird how that just happens all over the place, including this incredibly leftist encampment. And by the way, also you see with leftism,
Oh, by the way, I got out of
D-Live. Kind of
D-Live.
looks like the streets of San Francisco. Weird what leftism and communism
That
looks
Pepe the
like.
Frog guy,
Always looks
they
like the
try
same
to
thing, no
push it
matter
off
where it's
as
at.
being
Okay, next up in
a
idiot
symbol of
protesters doing
love.
stupid things. You may have seen this woman. I'll show you the little clip. It's just priceless. Asking the university to feed the people that are taking over the university. It's great, but first you have to understand who she is. Now, we'll get back to the insanity in just a second, but first, how would you like to work hard to earn your money and save your money only to have your hard-earned money lose value? Old financial advice that I don't subscribe to anymore is work hard and save your money. Because unfortunately,
Okay, so we can skip the most of the rest of the video. The video is good, though. It goes back to that woman who is giving their demands. Like, I don't know why we would give anybody a demand. I'm like telling you, this is not example of the higher learning institutions of today, right? This doesn't go on, right? Never does go on. Okay, so again, lots of trash to go out, and he's not showing me the trash, so I want to go ahead and thank Waken to JP on Rumble. Be sure and check him out. He's very entertaining. So next, I'm going to try and go into another program for now. I'll give you back to this one. All my little gadgets I have to use for my cameras and such. Keep an eye on this. Keep an eye on that. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to this one, which is showing the trash. After they dumped everybody out of UCLA, the Jewish students came in and cleaned up the campus. I don't know. I could just take clips and then show it, paste. All right, there we go. Let's see that again. Let's see all the trash they left behind after they kicked out the students from UCLA. Lovely, isn't it? We'll just leave that up there for you. We'll put it on a loop while I look for more trash. That's an interesting thing. We have also protests against the protests, of course. And this is a video of the hundreds of Iranian citizens. Now this is, I don't know, citizens of Iran or citizens of U.S. who have migrated to Iran, to U.S., which, of course, happens a lot. After the Shah of Iran, or during the time when we disposed of the Shah of Iran, we had a lot of migrants coming over from Iran to get out of that horrible regime. So we're going to go to video here. Oh, there is sound here. They're standing with Israelis. What happened is a lot of people migrated into Israel and became Israeli citizens. Israel, it's not only Jews. That's the big lie, the big misconception of everybody that's trying to present something that doesn't exist. If you're not aware of these things, you just follow the rules of these people. All right, so let's see what happens. I think this is in Washington. Isn't that great? Summer of Love. This is what we're getting. Summer of Love. Summer of Love. It's election year. Hey! Okay, so here we have some more crowd scenes here. Yeah, we have to do this. That's the same thing that's terrible, is that I wouldn't do this. But you have to do it. You have to stand up, form groups, and go against these people. My husband's going to show up any moment after he has his dinner. Okay, so it's also happening in Berlin. Oh, this is where they're throwing water on the black policeman. All right, here, we're going to watch this now. Shoot. I think I messed it up. I have to, well, I think this is right. Okay, here we go. Oh, I see. That's the old stuff. Let me go back to the new stuff. Yeah. Anyway, I'm putting all this in the trash this week. Going to the trash. Or whatever. Well, actually, trash pickup is already here. Okay, Control V. This is okay. Now this is the part where hundreds of citizens are in the U.S. It's the same thing. Never mind. Let's just go to this. And I'm going to sign off because it looks like my husband's here. No lunch? It was awful.
A puka bowl.
A puka bowl, huh?
Salad. Shit, I don't even know what it is. It's called a puka bowl, what I'm called. I'm just too fucking old school. I just don't understand this shit anymore. It's just backwards. This hypersensitivity, this crap, you know?